Hey, year 10. We're up to 9D, which is box plots, and you'll see that the stuff we're about to do in this lesson is really similar to what you did last lesson. And that's because, as I've got written up here, box plots are another way to represent our five-figure summary. So if we can work out what our five-figure summary is, we're going to be able to draw box plots. But at the same time, we need to be able to look at a box plot and understand what it's actually saying. So this is an example of a box plot. You'll see that it has like a couple of boxes in the middle here and then some kind of whiskers off the edge. And we'll see there's a little dot over here as well, or across, which is an outlier. So there's some special spots in this box plot that kind of refer to our five-figure summary, which I've got labeled here. So that was an outlier, as I said. This little bit on the lower end is the minimum. This bit here is the lower quartile, median, upper quartile, and your maximum. So just by looking at this box plot, we can work out what our five-figure summary is, which is what we're going to do to start with. So we want our minimum. We can see our minimum's just here, which is 11. Our lower quartile, which is just here, looks like it's 13. Median, which is right in the middle, 15. Our upper quartile, Q3, is at 18. Our maximum is at 21. So there's our five-figure summary. As we can see, we've got an outlier over here at, I'm not sure what number, I haven't labeled it. But from all this information, we can find out the range and the IQR as well. So the range would be from the minimum to the maximum. So that would be 21 minus 11, which is 10. That's our range. And our interquartile range will be from 13 to 18. So that looks like it's 5. There we go. So do you see how we can get all the same information rather than from a set of numbers from this box plot here? So that's one thing you're going to have to do. The other thing we have to do is get our five-figure summaries and then draw box plots. All right, so this is the sort of thing you would have seen last lesson. So to get that five-figure summary, the first thing we have to do is put it all in order. So let's do that. So from lowest to highest. Okay, there we go. So we've got them all in order. I've crossed them off to make sure I didn't miss any. Now we need to firstly find that middle number, the median. So let's see how many numbers we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that means we should have 5 numbers on either side of the median. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like this one's the median. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, cool. So that's our median there. Now what we need to do is find Q1 by finding the median of your lower half, and find Q3 by finding the median of our upper half. So it looks like the median is that one and that one as well. Okay, cool. So we've got some of the really important information here. Let me just label it. So that's our median, that's our Q1, that's our Q3. We can start drawing this, but what I might do before drawing it is try to work out whether we have any outliers. So I'm going to do a bit of an outlier check. I'll label that over here. All right, now this is something that you need to remember. So to find the outliers on the lower half, it's going to be Q1 minus 1.5 times the IQR. So that's to find the lower ones. And to find the upper ones, it's going to be Q3 plus 1.5 times IQR. All right. Now, our Q1 is 1.6. Our IQR, that's from Q1 to Q3, that's going to be 0.3. Okay, so that means we've got 1.6 minus 0.45, which gives us 1.15. Cool, so that's our lower fence. Let's find our upper one now. So Q3, which is 1.9. Okay, so any numbers that we have that are outside this sort of span, so lower than that or higher than that, they're going to be outliers. So let's have a look at this one, 1.15. I can see that we've got this as being lower than that. So 1.1 is an outlier. I'm going to write that down here. And then do we have anything larger than 2.35? No, we don't. So 1.1 is our only outlier. All right, so let's start drawing this up. Now, what I've done down the bottom is I've got a ruler and I've marked out a line here and I've put your little notches in it. It might be better for you guys to use graph paper. It's going to take less time and you're going to be nice and accurate when you do that as well. So let me see, our median is 1.8. Let's just say I put 1.8 here. 0.7.6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that'll work. It should work the other way as well. So I'm going to make 1.8 here. Okay, I might start off by showing that outlier. All right, so we had one at 1.1, so I'm going to leave a dot there. Again, it's better if you use your ruler for the whole thing here, except it's really awkward with the setup that I've got, so I'm just going to do it by hand. Otherwise, I'm going to knock into stuff. All right, so our median was at 1.8. So that's the middle of our box there. Our Q1 was at 1.6, which would be just there. And our Q3 was at 1.9, which is just here. So we've got the box in the middle now. Now the highest number that we go to is actually 2.2. So a little line here to help me out. Go all the way to 2.2. The lowest was 1.1, which is actually an outlier. So we're not going to go all the way down there. We've got a dot there. We're going to go only to 1.4. There we go. So this box plot here is representing the same 5-figure summary that we worked out just here. So hopefully that helps you do it yourself for a few other examples or a few other questions, sorry.